Yeah.
Alrighty. Um, so the first person to go through the hole was Colonel Mustard, followed by uh, Princess Frostine. Was it Mr. Mint that went next after Frostine, or was it Aldor?
Well, I mean, if you want us to do maneuver checks to talk about who went when, but I would have been hoofing it after Frostine.
Yeah, I think
Just
it.
narratively speaking.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I jumped on the back of whoever went before me, so.
Oh, that's actually fucking fantastic. Okay, Lincoln can just hop puppy dog like onto my back. He's on the back of my gore-filled body.
That was like then. Mr. Mint, can you please give me a an awareness check?
Oh, Mr. Mint, fucking
Yes.
A. I was like,
That's you. Yeah.
This is me explaining Malak the whole world, and he's like, "What? Who?"
That was fucking funny.
All right,
I
so
got a 1.
so you get two adversity tokens as you land face
yeah.
first into snow.
Bitchin'.
Um,
And wait. Classic to my first thing I do upon entering every world. I lick it.
Don't look at yellow snow.
give me a defense check, DC 2.
What? I mean, it's water, right?
I know,
Oh,
defense
fuck.
2, DC 2.
We landed in Fallout the board game.
All
12 rads.
right,
Cool, I
yeah,
got it.
it's like a snow cone without sugar. So, and slowly but surely, everybody thud 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 next to you. You all land in snow. It's very cold. Despite what your worlds are like, this would be cold to you. I don't think any of you are really dressed for the weather here.
Well,
I have
didn't
fur.
live in-
I
lived
posted
in
a picture of my guy in the miscellaneous chat.
And-
So
and I
he's
do
wearing a
live in what-
vest.
in an area that's covered in ice cream. So,
I mean, it's not like you're dying, but you can definitely tell, like, this is uncomfortable. I think only Lincoln would be the one that's okay because it is a dog.
hey, if you're cold, they're cold. Let them in. All right.
You're in snow. You're in an area of unknown origin. There are trees around, but it's wintertime. The trees have no leaves or foliage. There's some bushes here or there. As Malak, you're the last one to land. Give me a perception, an awareness check. DC 5.
Oh, I love that.
What's your awareness roll?
Me?
Working on it.
Malak.
Yeah, Malak.
I'm working on it.
I'm sorry. I was looking at the pewter dog on the chat.
My
It
bad.
made me laugh.
Malak, you're the last one to land, so give me an awareness check.
Where did my PDF go? Ah, shit.
Man, these
all
3
right.
different character picks are fucking gems. I'm gonna replace my cam with them in this. Okay. So we got Mr. Mint. We got Malak the Troll. Fucking
Oh man.
All right, Malak, you
Great.
having grown up in a fantasy setting, so you did land in World War II, but only inside a building. When you're in this location, you see a strange device to you. It looks like a carriage, but there's no horse, and it's just very much decrepit and left under snow. But it's not a normal carriage. To Lincoln and Aldor, you would recognize this as a car. There is an abandoned car on a road. Mr. Mint, you also probably wouldn't necessarily know where the car is, although you've seen a car recently. So,
Well, Mr. Mint right now is actually kind of curling up fetal position. The adrenaline has worn off,
uh,
and the impact of the
The sugar high.
the live human tree that he just cut down is a little disturbing.
that was not cherry sauce.
It's also not sweet. I was covered anyhow. Oh golly, what have I done? Oh golly, what have I done?
From Lincoln and Aldor, I would like an awareness check, and it's a DC 7.
Awareness, is that right?
Yes, please.
I'm sorry about the little bit of metagaming, but you said Nazis.
3.
and I wanted to kill them.
No, hey, it's fun. All right, so
And-
Aldor, you don't hear anything. Lincoln, you hear bad sounds. You hear very guttural, angry sounds coming from a distance. You don't see anything, but you can very clearly hear at a not far distance animalistic sounds. They're not voices, and it's not like a bark or a yap either. It's just like gurrs and growls.
This must be shoots and ladders. Growls, you say?
What shoots and ladders are you playing?
No, it's the sound of people going down the chutes.
Oh.
No? What sound
Yeah,
do you
totally.
make?
Not the fucking playground.
So much fun.
Isn't the British version of that with snakes too? Instead of shoots, isn't it snakes?
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. Anyways, you hear
I'll look it up.
Okay.
you hear ugly sounds. What would you like to do?
Ugly sound. That's a good question.
It's snakes and ladders.
Snakes and heels and this.
I was gonna say that. I guess I'm gonna go investigate.
Okay, so you're gonna go towards the sounds. Okay,
You're a tiny Scotty dog, you insane person. Okay.
bounding through the snow. How goes Lincoln? As Lincoln goes off into a direction, Colonel Mustard and Princess Frostine are standing. Mr. Mint, you've gotten up from yourself. Malak and Aldor, you're there. Aldor, you did not hear anything. But Lincoln is definitely bounding away through the snow. What would the group like to do?
Yeah, I wouldn't say Alder didn't hear anything because he was thinking about how Mr. Mint just chopped through somebody. So that's still replaying in his mind. So he didn't really hear it. But did we notice that oh my god, what did Lincoln went away?
Yes, you can see Lincoln because you're all together. So Lincoln, boop,
Okay.
boop, boop, puppy.
Alright, yeah.
Malak is talking to Mr. Mint. You mighty fine warrior.
Thanks. I'm really just I cut down candy cane trees and I pull out a peppermint piccolo. Would you like one?
He thinks about it for a second. Yes.
It tastes good.
He
And
just
then
swallows it whole.
I add one to my mental tally of how many I have to make in the next 5 years to meet quotas.
Does the group go towards Lincoln, or do you do something else, or go in the opposite direction, or what would you like to do?
I'll follow.
Yeah, I
After
think
this
without
conversation.
without NPC sort of pushing us a little bit, I will definitely follow the little puppers.
Okay. Puppers, give me another awareness check. This is a DC 3 to see ahead of you.
Thought you were gonna
I'm
say
starting
30.
to think I picked the wrong dice for awareness.
I should have known it too. I've been in enough of Porto gaming situations that I know that everything is dependent on how well you figure out what the fuck is going on. I put a really solid die in awareness, and I didn't.
I got a 14.
Hey, there you go. With that, because you got a plus 10, two things happen. One, you see down the street a gas station. This gas station is abandoned to an extent in the sense that there's no people like actively manning it. There's no cars getting whatevered. But you also see a group of shambling people around the gas station, and you see two people.
Pandemic.
You see two people on top of the gas station shooting towards the zombies. One has a gun, he shoots two of them. One has another gun, he shoots one. So 3 zombies go down. There's 1 zombie left. There's 2 people standing on the roof of this thing. Now, with all that going on, you also see to you, it's not really going to make much of a difference, but you do see off to the side one of those like ice bins where it's literally got the word ice on it, and you can go and you buy like a bag of ice. You're in the winter, but you see that as a container off the side of the gas station.
Porto, just real quick, are either the survivors on the roof, are they either of them clearly blocked?
Give me an awareness check. It's a DC 5 to tell.
Fuck, I should never ask questions in these stupid fucking Alright, cool. Roll 1d100. I got a 2. I rolled a d4, yo.
Okay.
What's the difficulty on that?
It's a 3, I think I said.
Okay, I'm gonna burn one for the third.
Okay. You see a red-headed woman and a man in a reflective vest with like one of those Oshunska hats.
Mm-hmm. But so no one is clearly and obviously blonde. All right. I was gonna play up my little PTSD, but
okay. No.
Because children.
So I see the ice chest, right?
Yes.
And it's a gas station. Are there cars?
There's no cars in here currently. There was the one car that you had passed by that was like broken down and abandoned.
Okay. So I'm going to not inspect the ice chest. I'm gonna just walk past it and, head into the gas station.
Wait, how many zombies were there?
There's 1 zombie left. Give me a maneuver check. It's a DC 6 to get in without causing initiative.
Zombies.
I mean, he is a dog.
They never go for the dog.
No, I'm talking about you getting into the fucking gas station.
Oh.
Yeah, we're good.
And you explode. Get another one.
I thought he exploded the glass at the gas station.
You exploded the gas station.
So this
Okay.
was actually a Fallout game.
Okay, so with an 11, you zoomies right into it. The zombie has no interest in you whatsoever, and you find yourself inside a gas station. As you look around, give me an awareness check. Okay.
What is it? It's a 2.
Okay, so
What did I need?
You needed a 2. So you find something, but because it's only a 2, it's gonna be up to chance as far as what you get, and you're only gonna find one of them. I would like a D6 from you.
D6.
And before you roll it, I'm gonna tell you if it's a D1 through D3, it's gonna be one thing, and if it's a D4 or a 5, it's gonna be another thing, and if it's a 6, it's gonna be something else.
Cool. And
Okay.
it is a 3.
You run in and you find at the cash register, which has been rummaged through. You see
They took the money.
They took the money. You find a red canister of gasoline.
Gasoline.
Mhm.
What the fuck?
Gasolina.
I guess I take it. I don't know
Okay.
what I'm gonna do with gas. There's no cars.
Grabbing it
right?
in your mouth, running around with a little gas station. All right. So the dog's inside with gas. What would the others like to do?
I would take a defensive position, not engaging said zombies, but
Mhm.
knowing now the sheer horror of my power, to try to just protect those who are near me. In the back of my mind, I'm running brand new scenarios against Lord Licorice.
Give me a defense check for something.
I sure can.
I think I'm gonna do the same.
Okay.
How
Good, I was
far away
hoping
from
you'd
the
be
car?
standing next to me.
You're far from the car.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're in a ways down the street.
Okay.
9.
So you definitely
You didn't give us a target number.
Oh, 5. You kind of like put your arm in front of Princess Frostine to hold her back from trying to attempt, but luckily she wasn't gonna anyways, but she appreciates the gesture.
Axe in another hand.
As this situation plays out, Colonel Mustard is going to slowly start like sneaking towards the gas station, but is still at a far distance. At this point, so everybody except for Lincoln, give me an awareness check.
Can I call up and ask if the kids up on the roof need help?
I got a 2.
Sure.
3.
Oh, I'm sorry. And again, this
6.
was a 5. So Malak, you see, Mr. Mint, you get 2 points. Aldor, you get 1 point. Malak, you can see that out of the snow comes 3 more zombies, and they're going directly towards the gas station.
Gunfire?
Now,
Oh, the gas station.
when they get to the gas station, now there's 4 of them, and the fourth. Actually, no. Wait. Yeah. So there's 4 of them, and they're all like outside the gas station with their like hands on the windows, like. Weird thing to notice, but this is exactly how many zombies wide is the gas station. There's 4 of them. If there was any more zombies, they'd be overlapping, and that'd be weird. But yes. Now, for Lincoln, you're on the inside. Lincoln, you're on the inside. You can hear the banging, but you technically don't know that 3 additional zombies have come.
Shit. So I'm just in the gas station with a gas can in my mouth, running around the.
Well, yeah, you can fart around, do whatever you want there if you want it.
I don't know. I'm gonna try and not clean up. Open. Is there anything I could sell? I'm gonna try and like become the owner of the gas station.
Like preserve this, captain.
Well, with no one to tell you no, Lincoln decides this is his store now, and he wishes to sell something. There is a gas can. All the food has seemingly been taken from here. The money has been taken from here. Anything else?
It's everything must go sale. Everything must go.
Yeah.
As this is going on, Mr. Mint and Malak, do you allow the group to continue going, or do you stay back?
Well, I mean, so the doggy's inside. He's in trouble now. I think, like, Princess, stay here with the Colonel. Hey, big guy.
Well, the Colonel has gone forward.
Oh, fuck. Princess, stay here with the lazy guy. Malak and I will clean up this trash. I don't even know your name, Malak.
Malak Smash.
Me and the big guy are gonna go smash the things.
Me, Malak.
Give me an appeal check of 3, a DC 3.
Appeal check of 3. I alt-tabbed away from my character sheet. Sorry, 1 second.
Okay.
Is it D8 plus 1? Roll 6.
Okay,
Nope.
you got an 8.
I,
All right. So she agrees, and you can see a little bit. She's like shivering, and you kind of come to the conclusion like, oh yeah, I'm also very cold. But she will stay here in like the middle of the road. And she kind of like bundles up under her dress a little bit.
I give her my slightly blood-soaked scarf and then take off.
she appreciates the gesture. And you take off with Malak, I'm assuming, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, you guys go forward. Again, the people on the roof start shooting, and immediately 3 of the 4
Not at
zombies.
us, are they?
No, not at you.
Okay.
Directly at the zombies. 3 of the zombies of the 4 die, and you approach. So there's one zombie left. It's the same zombie that was actually living before. There's 2 people on the roof, a red-headed woman and a man in the reflective jacket and a hat. They're up there. I know Mr. Candy or Mr. Mint, you wanted to possibly say something to them?
Yeah, okay. I will shout as I take my first swing at the zombie.
Mhm.
Like, don't worry, children. We're here to help you get where you want to go.
All right. Give me a as you swing. Give me a an aggression. Ooh, wow, he blew up. An aggression check, please.
What the fuck was that? What happened? What
6.
keeps happening?
Huh?
Oh, Porto's rolling. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I got confused. Okay. T12, explode 12. Yeah, and does this count as lumberjacking?
Sure, as long as you're sweeping.
Yeah, I'm swinging low.
Yep. Okay, so it's a match. So you swing, you miss them. They also swing at you, but they miss you. So you're kind of like in the standoff. Malak, you're also here.
I
mean-
Malak smash.
I'm sorry. What?
Porto, just to clarify, you gotta remember, I have a lot more of these tokens. than
Okay,
everybody else.
sure. If you want to use them.
Yeah, I've got 14 of them. No, yeah, I've got 14 of them right now. So
Sure.
I think I might want to burn some.
Sure.
So
How
I
many would you
match?
like to use?
I am going to burn 4 of them, so I beat by 4.
Okay.
So
So you
I
have.
explain how I attack, and the defender narrates how they might mitigate, and they are fairly hurt. Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
cool. Yeah, so I swing in a downward fashion toward, like, between the ribs and the hip
Mhm.
in an attempt to fell the tree, as it were.
Mhm.
Um,
So when you smack him, your sword kind of goes through him a little bit because he is a little
axe.
yeah axe whatever. Your axe goes through a little quicker because it's a little bit more mushy. But you definitely like take out like if he had working kidneys, you just took out his kidney. A lot of blackberry jam, not so much cherry sauce, but a lot of blackberry jam comes out.
It probably smells like awful eggs.
Malak, you're also here.
I bonk head.
All right. Give me an aggression check.
16.
Okay. Oh, he exploded.
What the fuck's with these D4s?
Okay, 5.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. So
Wait, you beat
you
by
you
11?
beat by 11, which oops, shit, I just closed it.
You have full control over the narrative. You will explain what the defender does in response to your attack and how ineffective that response is. And the effect is the defender is dead. or really in whatever state you want to put the defender in.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever, if you guys have played the recent Doom games, there's the one glory animation where he just hits him on the top of the head and his head just crunches into his like like his center area, and yeah, that's what happens.
You put the hard parts of his upper body into the soft parts of his mid-body.
Exactly.
He kind of contracts like a can getting crushed and falls off to the side. Clearly not coming back anytime soon. Yes, you are now.
I instinctively hold up my hand for a high five.
He grabs your hand.
I would work on that.
I Malak, no, don't know. You customs.
You can look at my hand now.
Oh,
The sun's getting low.
Oh man.
As you guys celebrate, Colonel Mustard has approached the building now. There's currently no zombies, and the two people from the roof of the garage of the gas station come down to meet you, and they greet you. Now these people, so again, Mr. Mint, you're very brightly colored. You stand out in this winterland. Lincoln, you're inside the building, but you are pewter, so you kind of fit in, although it's weird to see a dog made of pewter. And Malak, you're also pretty colorful. I mean, you're green-skinned.
Is Malak a person or a mouse?
Malak?
Malak?
No, not Malak. I'm sorry, not Malak.
Aldor?
I meant Aldor, yeah.
Aldor's the person, right?
I'm a person. I mean, I have like a long nose.
Okay.
I could be. I have mouth aesthetics.
all right. Mouse-like features.
Yes.
But yes. So as these two people come to you, they're very easily to understand. Like, you're not from around here, and they look at you and they're like, "Hey, thanks for the help back there, but did you find anything useful?"
I mean, we just got here. Where? I'm having this problem again where I start to freak out. I don't know what to do.
Give me an appeal check, and it's a DC 10.
If I haven't already, I'll head over there. Now that I see it's safe, I'll head over there with the princess.
Okay.
And did they come? They came down, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna
fail.
You're gonna try and sell him stuff?
yeah.
Out comes the dog carrying a gas can. As everybody's together now, the two people that are there, the man in the jacket, the reflective vest, he says, "Look, we're gonna go back to our stronghold. We don't have enough space for all of you. I'm sorry."
Well, you would if you bought this gas can.
They look at you, and they think, "Give me an appeal check," and it's a DC 7.
That's it. A DC 7 to convince that this gas can makes enough room for us. From the talking dog.
Okay, you got a 2.
Oh no!
About right.
I'm not helping you. I got enough of that. I have to narratively explain how I got that. No way. That's not happening.
They look at each other and they both nod nose. They're like, "Nah, we gotta go back."
Are you sure?
I mean, they are in a zombie apocalypse. Having a silver dog is not necessarily the weirdest thing they've seen.
Sorry, I just got flashed.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so they start to leave. Now, at this point, if anyone wants to try to interact with them, they can. Otherwise, Colonel Mustard is going to pull out the map again. But he's taking care not to do it in front of these people.
I mean, I try to say to them, like, inadvertently distracting them from what Colonel Mustard was doing. Like, what were those things? They smell real bad and are full of black jelly.
They'll slowly explain to you the concept of a zombie. Now, with the rest of you together, he pulls out once again the star system map, and you can see you're basically down to where like the knees of that cosmic horror would be. You've got maybe 1 or 2 worlds until you get to the very bottom of this location. And as he looks around, he's like, "Yeah, I don't think I want to stay here anyways, but I don't necessarily see a way out. Does anyone else?"
Not at all. Nope.
Way out.
I see something very profound. The way out might be going further in.
Well,
maybe this time we're the kids who need the help to find the end of the road.
Full circle.
as you say this, give for
As I say this.
for Mr. or as you think it, Mr. Mint, give me an awareness check because you are actually facing away from the others.
Fuck your awareness. I got a 1.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a fail. It was a 6.
Fuck you. I spent 5 points.
All right.
I succeeded.
You succeed. You're able to see now, at a distance. It does seem actually very far away, but once again, the world kind of folding up on itself, which at this point you have all seen. And
He just points with his axe.
the other side of the world, as it comes, you can see this large complex of like built up area. Maybe it's a mall, maybe it's like some type of something, but it's got like lots of people in the area, and there's also surrounding it a whole bunch of zombies trying to get into it. But that is kind of like at maybe a 35-degree angle up.
Oh, so that's the world that we're currently in. We're not seeing another world folding in that also has zombies.
Correct.
Okay.
Zombies. I guess
So
we're heading over
out
there.
that way, maybe?
I still think Malak is having trouble understanding what exactly is happening.
That's
I-
fair.
I have a childlike understanding of we've been jumping into weird shit. That's weird.
It sounds right to me.
Maybe there's more money over there.
There's at least people you could try to sell that gas can to.
Has anyone walked on Baltic Ave?
Unfortunately, any money made has been left in that world.
No, it's in my pocket.
What?
My pocket.
No, you have your money, but any additional money being made
okay.
doesn't come to this world.
It doesn't just immediately.
Yeah.
Zap into my pocket. All right, fine.
So, Princess Frostine, looking at what you're pointing at, says, "Well, we have nothing else to go on. We might as well go that way."
All right, stay close, princess.
I
Keep
agree.
safe. My throat's gonna suck.
So pretty quickly as you start going that direction, you don't make it to the building yet, and you realize like the building itself probably isn't going to help you any. But the way that this is being lifted, there's a left side and there's a right side which is void. I would like any and all can give me a is it going to be a DC 19 awareness check to see either side?
I need 3 8s. Here we go.
I mean, I'm gonna do
Well-
this just to be abusive and just try to get more tokens.
Well, just remember though, if you fail by more than 10, bad things happen.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, the two of them say after they roll like garbage.
What was the DC?
19.
I got a 13.
I got a
Okay.
3.
I got a 9.
All right, so
I'm gonna spend 1 to make it a 10.
all right, so
I also have a 3.
you have a
Oh,
3.
Shit.
Okay.
Shit.
I think some of us are gonna start to experience existential horror.
From one side of the build of this, you can see like another world, and the only person that sees it is the person who got the more than 10. Who got the
That
highest?
was Aldor.
Aldor.
I
So-
got
yeah,
13.
I spent 1 for a
Oh.
10.
Oh, so
So I,
Mal-
I exploded my D8.
so Malak,
Oh,
you
your D8 exploded.
So Malak, you can see that there is a world, but you don't see what the world is. But there's a world there. But everybody can see on the other side is that cosmic horror, not the crazy one on top that made Mr. Mint freak out, but the other one. You can see like the lower appendage of it. And even at this cosmic distance, you can see in almost full detail like this disgusting flesh mound of oil and viscous, and there's like long strands of like almost like wire coming out of it at random directions, and you're so far tiny that you can't see the top of it from this location. You can only see like this giant flesh mound.
Somebody putting their dick in a box?
I was trying so hard to not make a dick joke. I was trying so hard. Lower appendage almost sent me. I was trying so hard.
I mean, it sounds like step 2.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
You're pretty sure that unless this man is unfortunate, it's not its dick. So anywho, you've got 2 locations or this building with all the zombies. What would you like to do?
I'm freaking out, man.
I'm also freaking out. But the other world, that's where we're seeing Cthulhu Jr.
No, so you're looking at a piece of land coming up at you, and on
Okay.
one side Cthulhu Jr., one side other planet, but you can't see it.
Okay.
You haven't noticed other planet. You've been absorbed by.
That's right.
Yes.
Junior,
Yes.
Which I'm not sure really what it is we're looking at. Like maybe a hairy arm. I don't know if it's a cat or a human or what, but or baby.
And then, what did Malak recognize again?
You saw the
So
other world.
Yeah, you saw that
Okay.
there is a world. You didn't get to see what world, but you saw a world.
So he's gonna be like, other world. He points over to it.
Yeah, I don't want to just narratively take it over. So what can I roll to see if I keep my cool? Maybe that's defense.
Yeah,
So it's like
defense.
mental-
Yep.
Okay, what DC do I have?
What was your role originally?
Bad.
Yeah, how
It was a 3.
bad? Okay. With
Because
that,
you had awareness.
Yeah,
so,
no. A defense of 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. You failed it badly.
Nope,
Okay.
I don't snap out of it.
Okay. So,
freaking out, man.
he's very much, he has just seen the giant otherworldly being and honestly doesn't care about anything else in this moment. Princess Frostine is gonna make an awareness check. So she's gonna D8 +1.
Yeah, so this is the first time because I didn't even see when you guys were looking at the images on the maps or whatever.
With a D4, yeah, Princess Frostine is doing the same. She actually in this moment she is like grabbed the hand of Mr. Mint because she's the only person that she recognizes, and like that doesn't even register as a thing to either of you. But you're just like,
Yeah, we're just
there.
standing there holding hands, staring wide.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
this thing.
Can I attempt to snap Mr. Mint out of it with like a crisp slap to the face? Like snap out of it, man. The princess needs you. She needs us.
Let's see.
That's a lot of effort for a lazy guy.
Hey, women.
Give me an aggression check. It's a DC 6 to kind of get them out of it.
Question. Okay. All right.
Agresiones, what do we got?
Oh shit! I put 65. My bad.
1d65 would be bitches.
Hey!
6. Let's go.
And you exploded.
Explode that
Roll,
shit.
roll again.
See if you get
Oh,
it.
yes, right. That's right.
Okay, a 10.
10.
All right.
Nice.
So you shake them both. They're still kind of like, but the thing, but you can at least get them to move.
Yeah, we're definitely not like giving orders.
Yeah.
Or at least I'm not in anything. Yeah.
So does the group go towards the other world? Is that the plan?
Well, Malak
Yes.
is starting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
know what Doggo's Lincoln is doing.
Lincoln, what? So you're with the group. What was your
Yes.
role on the thing? On the
It was a
awareness?
3.
Okay, so you're also freaking out. I'll say that Aldor has gotten everybody at least like mobile, if not fully like conscious.
It's the most effort I spent all year so far.
Malak, if you would like to go to the next world, give me a maneuver check. It's going to be a DC 8. Malak,
He's working on it.
I just want to make sure it's him.
Ah, damn it.
using it as PDF.
What was it again?
Maneuver. I figured out what his head position means now with him. It's like,
Okay.
holy shit.
I swear, I've rolled
Damn.
so many ones.
Wait, so I'm in a near catatonic state. However, my entire life is either A, cutting down peppermint trees, or B, helping children follow a path. Almost subconsciously, as I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of my fucking tokens.
Still has 30 left.
I only have 4 left now. Like pretty much subconsciously, but just like make sure you keep to the left. Look out for that hole. Watch your step over there. As I help Malak make their way on the path that they want. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Well, Malak,
is that okay with the game master?
That is perfectly fine. I like that. So Malak, you are able to, with the help of Catatonic Mint, to
Careful of the pink spot.
bring everybody to this edge. What I would like from you is literally it's going to be a coin flip as opposed to what this next world is. So just a 1 or a 2, so a D2.
I didn't realize how much easygoing was going to be a party utility strength.
So 1 is heads, 2 is tails.
Sure. I mean, it's literally the 1 or 2. So okay.
Did I do something wrong?
No, you got a 1.
Perfectly.
Did it roll? Okay.
Yeah, 1 D2.
Oh,
you got a
okay.
1.
I see what happened. Never mind.
Okay. Yes. So, you all go over the edge, and you start seeing this Japanese-esque landscape approaching. You literally see this bright red sun with the characteristic sunbeams. And as you go down onto the ground, instead of people around, you see kind of in the sky multiple gods. And you're in this space, and it's a very beautiful space, but it also seems like within the world, the different sections of the world are poised to either invade or attack each other. You are basically literally falling into this world. Who among you, and at this point I'll say that you're snapped out enough that you can...
Yeah, the cobwebs are shaking up. We're not looking at the big flabby arm.
Yeah. So you're able to maybe guide, but only one of you can try to guide where you land. And it would be a maneuver check if someone wants to
I'll do it.
do that.
Oh, I think I should do it because I get a +3 on defending your friends.
Well, this is...
Let's see how he rules on that.
I guess I could give it to you, if you want a +3, but what's your dice roll? For a maneuver, because it would still be a
For
maneuver.
check.
Yeah.
It'd be a
Mine's a
D8.
D10.
I'm a D20 plus 1.
So
Oh,
D20 plus
yeah,
1
yeah,
or a
yeah.
D8
Yeah,
plus
nah.
3.
We got it. It's him.
Right. So the what you're aiming
I'm gonna
for
roll
is
a fucking 1.
That's how this roller has been. It's
you're aiming for a
90%
12.
ones.
What am I aiming for?
A 12.
Champ?
Hey, an 18.
Hey.
Oh.
All right. You
18.
you all land on a portion of the ground.
Well, I
that-
get to guide, so do
Yeah.
I have a choice here?
Well, I'm going to tell you what the
Okay.
best location is. You find a
okay.
portion of the ground that's not inhabited by anybody else, and it's close to the water. And as you land, no awareness check needed. In every other world that you've been, the world was solid. This world is cushiony. Literally, as you land on this planet, it poof, you take no damage as you land on this planet. You can lick the ground. The ground. So an interesting thing happens. Give me an awareness check, a DC 4.
I thought I would have to do a defense check. I had a defense check. All right, awareness check, DC 4.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I rolled a 3. Fucking burn one.
Okay.
Screw you, hippie.
As you do this, so you look below you, you see soil, you see like little pebbles in the dirt or whatever, and as you lick, none of the dirt moves. And it becomes like it's literally like you're licking a painting. Like nothing moves underneath you, but it's fabric. Like the feel beneath it is to you as a player, it would be like one of these.
Mouse pad.
A mouse pad. Yes, words.
That's how words work.
Words is hard, y'all.
It is.
But yes,
Right.
as
But
you
it also is not sweet, right?
it's not sweet, no.
Still not home.
But it's got a hint of like Doritos dust.
Is it comfortable? Because I will be laying down.
Oh,
for-
I mean, compared
yeah.
to everything else, this is very.
Yeah, I'm going to lay down for a prolonged time. Whenever people start moving, that's when I'll move.
He's gonna take a long rest.
Oh yeah.
I sure hope those kids we found that last place are okay.
I
That
mean,
those weird blackberry monsters didn't get them.
Hey, they would have had this gas can if they had bought it. You know.
You brought the
That's
gas
true.
can? Do you want me to carry that for you, little guy?
Yeah.
I have these. They're really handy.
For free? For free? You gonna do it for free?
How much money you got on you?
We don't gotta talk about that. Nah, we're good. We're good. I got, like 1,500.
Yo, spot me a 20. That was really weird to say in that voice. Yeah, spot me a 20. Yeah, I take
What?
the gas can from you, so that way I'm carrying it. It's not a big deal.
all right, so you have a gas can now.
And
I'll-
an axe.
and an axe. Aldor, I would like you to please give me an awareness check. It's a DC 5.
Okay. Awareness. We are okay.
Sorry.
Yes, the 3. I only have 1 token, so yeah, I got 3.
Spend it, and I'll spend 1.
Okay.
Sure.
My assistance is just kind of like in communicating, like with Aldor. He just sort of looks at me, pick up the gas can, and in that direction he sees what he's supposed to do.
Yes, and you're like, hey, gas can, and you look over, and behind him, and in the sky,
Like, look what I got! I got a gas can.
in
Transformers. Wow.
in the sky, basically, you see this anthropomorphic panda bear. It's standing on its hind legs. It's got a giant like war axe in one hand. It's actually wearing this little yellow vest, and he's got like a beard. Actually, it's a kind of weird looking thing. And this guy is gigantic. This is like way bigger than anything in the area. Because literally, you're looking at the sky. You thought it was in the sky. It's standing on the ground. It's just gigantic.
I'm pointing.
I'm waiting to get into more board games I recognize. Like you're on the deck of a ship and this huge red peg just lands.
I don't know what game this one is.
Nah, the past like 2 I haven't known, or 3 I haven't known. But, I
Yeah,
turn
so
around like,
I'm
Jesus, that's
trying to tell
giant
alert everyone.
black and white peppermint bear. I don't know why I said Jesus. No, that's stupid. That's stupid. Jelly beans. That's a giant black and white peppermint bear.
And at this point, with him pointing at it and yelling, everybody is aware of this giant panda bear. Now,
No, black and white peppermint bear.
with black and white peppermint bear. As you all look at it, you can also tell without a roll necessary that it's not like looking directly at you. It's just kind of like looking out amongst everything. But yeah, he's definitely got a weapon. And
He's
despite
moving?
he not yet, but he's definitely not like chained down or anything. He could easily move at any moment.
Have you all seen Forrest Gump?
Yeah, it's been a
You know
while.
that scene where he's waving like this?
Yeah.
On the boat? Yeah.
I got a gas can. Is legit what happened. That's not that's
Alright.
in character. Yeah, exactly,
Exactly.
Malak. Exactly. Yeah.
That's great.
As the group of you are looking at this, what's the group doing?
Well, that's what I'm doing. So-
You're waving at it.
and hollering, "Hi, Mr. Bear! I got a gas
Ah,
can."
Mr. Hand.
I'm still laying down. I'm gonna say, are we sure that's a good idea?
Yeah, right. Yeah, from his lounge. I'm not sure that's what we should be doing.
I'm gonna try it.
For traps.
I'm gonna try and extort the princess for a little bit of money.
Jeez,
Like on the low, you know.
So,
She's a princess. She's rich. Of course.
everything I hate about that game.
how are you gonna extort the princess? What would you like to
Very
do?
good question.
Hey, princess. You know, we've been walking around all this time. You got to pay me for my time. I'm here with you. You know, you got to pay me for my time.
Give me an appeal check.
Oh my god, that
Give
is
him a DC.
hilarious.
Nope, it's gonna be against what she does.
And I only have 2, and I'm not helping you.
Okay, you only have to beat an 8.
Oh, damn. So, real quick, how do we get adversity tokens?
You buy
So every
Failing.
fail,
Yeah.
every fail, you get
Okay.
1 adversity token.
Except for
Did I fail the last one?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Look. Oh man, you gotta keep trying. You've definitely failed a few. I know that.
Right, well, you've got a 4. Do you have
Oh.
4s?
Damn it.
Alright.
No,
Take an
I don't.
adversity token now.
She goes into her saccharine voice again and she's like, "Oh, but of course!" And she pulls out her purse, shoves her hand in her purse, pulls back out literally a glob of icing, and just kind of smears it on your nose. And you're like, "Good doggy."
Who's a good little boy?
I guess that's one way to get me to shut up. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing better would have been a glob of peanut butter.
So we see like just a flat surface, and then ahead of us is this thing.
Yes. And what I would like from Malak is an
God damn.
intellect check.
Oh, that's not
It's
great.
a DC 3.
Forrest keeps waving at me. How do I stop the GIF? It won't stop.
Once you click off Discord, it'll stop.
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you. Just,
Hey, DC 3.
I did it. I'm smart.
So you can recognize that this creature here, what you're looking at is this sacred warrior. This is something that would like lead an army into battle. But you don't see the army yet. But usually, this type of thing, if it's showing itself, there's got to be an army somewhere.
Wait, are you telling me it doesn't give a fuck about my gas can?
It doesn't give a fuck about your gas stand.
I'm
What would
Rightfully.
Malak do with that information?
What would Brian Bartolo do?
I think he's just. If we like look around, do we see anywhere to hide? It's just flat surface for
You
hundreds of feet.
give me. I mean, it's definitely for hundreds of feet, but like, give me an awareness check, DC 6.
I'm failing this 100%. Yeah.
Constantly
All right.
shit about
There's all my. I'm taking them all in.
Okay.
it.
That's,
All right.
That is a 6.
All right, with a 6, you can see that there is a bamboo forest you could hide in, or if you wanted to, you could try to go into the water. But it's like literally the ocean.
So he's gonna be like, Malak, no. That thing means army. We must hide. There is only how many of us? 5?
6.
5?
It's the 4 of
Yeah.
you and then 2
Six if
NPCs.
you count the
Oh yeah, okay. We have 2 choice. Bamboo, water.
Oh shit!
Well,
I go where you guys go.
I mean, I'm so sweet that I'll probably melt in the water. So I say we run through the bamboo.
Bamboo, run.
I mean, as
And
far
he-
as I know, Black and white peppermint bears don't like eating bamboo.
So I start hoofing it. Also, side note, where's my mule? Is it long gone?
Yeah, the mule stayed on the
about
last
mule.
layer.
I just assumed it was strapped to his back, to be honest.
Well, he was holding onto its reins, but then when he's like, "Ah, father," and he ran off in the direction the mule's like,
He
"No."
holding on to
Gotcha.
his reins, and then when he came to the other dimension, all he had was the reins. And Godfather 2. I should have let go earlier.
What I would like then, Malak, give me a maneuver check. DC 8.
Not great.
Okay.
Definitely a fail.
As you get in a little bit, but it's very, very quickly too dense for you to move. You're a very big guy, and despite flexibility and movement of bamboo, when it gets that
It's really strong.
yeah, it blocks your path. You're able to at least get into the bamboo forest, but not get very far in. As you do that, who would be the last person? Would it be Aldor or Lincoln or?
It sure would be Aldor.
All right, Aldor, give
Yeah.
me an awareness check, DC 5.
You can do it.
12. Oh, wait.
You just rolled a 12.
You
It's a
rolled
12,
12.
guys.
You
It's a
rolled
12.
12.
I want to
I
roll.
succeeded.
Give me a random number between 12 and 12.
That's how I play, damn it.
Next days.
All right. So you see, as you guys start entering this, two different groups of people coming into this clearing that you guys had landed in. From one end, they're all monochromatic, they're all red. And on the other side, they're all monochromatic, they're all yellow. And they're all coming in, and they're different, like, samurai and ninja inspired, like, people, but much tinier than the giant panda bear, like the regular human size. But as they start invading in, you can see that they're like ready to attack each other more than I'm coming towards you.
And there's a panda?
And there's a
I'm
giant panda.
Googling samurai armies.
Jumanji?
Is it Way of the Panda?
No, although that one
Trouble?
sounds fun.
Is it? No, it's not Tekenoko. Is it samurai swords?
Nope.
Okay, never mind. All right.
All right. As you
Jeez.
guys are here, what I would like is who here has been the most mentally messed up? Would it be Mr. Mint?
Yeah.
It might be.
I think so.
It might be.
Mr. Mint, with
Went
all
from a zero strength, zero real actual conflict world to going into another dimension, having to leave behind the children who's like half of my fucking purpose for existence. And I cut a dude in half because my princess asked me to. That's fucked up. And then I killed this other zombie, and then I saw this fleshy mon. Yeah, I think I'm the one who's fucked up.
what I would like from you then is an intelligence check, and I will give it to you with advantage, so you get the one dice size higher. And this is literally kind of just to understand your existence in this multiverse.
All right, and I keep the bonus or
Yes.
difference. Like, okay, so 1d8 minus 2 is when I'm rolling then with the better die. And we got 3.
Okay, so
What
you
was the DC?
8. So you only failed by 5.
Mhm.
Do you have stuff? The tokens are no. Okay.
No,
So-
I ain't fucking spending them.
I don't
have
know.
2 tokens. I had
Okay.
2 tokens. I need my 15 tokens back.
as you look around, you're realizing like all of these worlds are highly different, but in the same aspect. Like, you're
What
not
would you have wanted me to conclude had I won? Had I beat it?
your nature of existence, basically.
Okay.
In this instance, you're seeing like all these worlds are vastly different, yet they all follow certain rules, especially like as far as like linearity is concerned. Like some of them are more webby, but even still, like it's usually you go around the spot and then you're done. But as far as this is concerned, where you're going between games and games, and weird things are popping up from other games that you don't know, and you don't even know you're a game, you don't really understand how this is going to end. Like you were told by not Colonel Sanders, Colonel Mustard.
I mean, it was a lack of video games for you to
Oh no!
It's the time I streamed that. That was before your time as a follower on my channel. I streamed that while my daughter was asleep. Like she woke up in the middle of the night. She was like 2. So I read her that game.
Oh my god!
But it was awesome.
That's great.
But yes, Colonel Mustard explained like, hey, this is like the safest planet to be on, or the safest existence to be on, but there's really no end to it. It's like you're gonna show up at this world. We're in this world, and there's like a bunch of people fighting, and it's like, to what end are we even going?
Well, I would like to put an extra little twist on the fact that I failed and where I come from. Is a part of what I've concluded too is that the point of every game is to just accumulate the most amount of candy. and so like the doggy wants money so he can buy candy. Aldor goes through these traps so at the end he can get candy. Malak must really like troll candy because he's so big, and so these guys must be fighting over some candy. And so I think that we should look for the candy.
You're definitely looking around for candy. Sadly, there's no
I
candy
take out
to
my
be
carving
found.
tools from my pocket and I start like going at the bamboo a little bit sweet on the inside.
It's much more edible than all the other things you've ever had, but still not sweet.
I don't know. I would think that snow would be more edible than a fucking raw.
I mean,
bamboo.
okay, fine. It's snow is more edible than raw bamboo, but compared to the soot-filled like brick substance or the dirt you just did, like of those two things, or the Nazi, yes. All right, so Mr. Mint's having a little bit of an existential crisis right now.
Carving and licking bamboo.
Malak is a little bit stuck.
Gotta find the candy.
Malak's a little bit stuck in the bamboo. Lincoln and Aldor, what's your motivations in this moment? Because right now, really, you're just hiding from invaders. But like, what's your goal?
My goal was to go off the mustard plan to get to the safest world. Because am I the only one besides Mustard that saw what was in the flap?
I mean, I think Lincoln saw like at a distance, but didn't really take it in. You were really the only one that got the full thing.
Frostine might have seen it too.
Yeah, you know what? Let me give her
That is true.
a retroactive.
Yeah, because she was like right there.
awareness.
So
1d8 plus 1. I'll say it's a DC 3. Okay, 4. All right. She saw it, but very similar to Lincoln. She didn't take it in, but she at least saw that it exists.
Yeah, so I think was getting as far away from that as possible.
Okay. So going in that direction. So in that case, as you kind of talk amongst each other, with Frostine and Mustard, you talk about trying to get to the next world. So at this point, as Mustard pulls out his map again, trying to find out where you guys need to go, it's pretty clear that this isn't the last world, but there's only one world below it. But the issue with that, it's literally like on the map, it's literally like a circle with a question mark, and it's like he hasn't seen what that world was. So assumedly, it would be the safest from this large catastrophe happening.
Depending on what it is.
Yeah, because like if you went back and like imagine that the one with the zombies was your last point. Like, do you want that to be your safe zone? Like,
right.
So what is the plan at this point?
Well, find the candy, of course.
Lincoln, what are you pulling out of this?
Basically, I'm going where Colonel Mustard's going because, I assume that there's money at the end because, my whole life is just walking around the streets and getting $200.
Yeah, you're probably wondering why no one's charged you rent.
All right, this is what's gonna happen. At this point, Mustard has found that in the water is, instead of having these, rips where everything, there's no rip here. This entire world is solid, as is the sky. However, as Lincoln knows, the world is flat. So is this one, and there's very definite edge. You can get off this edge. You'd have to get out of this location that you're in now, where there's people invading, and then go into the ocean and get across the ocean. But at that point, you'd be able to get off of this earth.
Yeah.
You can
As-
get it.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what we got to do.
Has Lincoln sort of conveyed this to us, or?
We can
Yeah.
make boat out of bamboo.
We could.
You
Um,
We
good?
got the fucking time.
Time for a montage.
Mr. Mint with a heavy sigh.
I might. I am. It would be in my I guess wheelhouse to build it.
Well, you need somebody to cut down the bamboo for you, don't you?
Yes. So
what I might suggest, Aldor, give me an intelligence check. It's a DC 6.
Hold on. Wait. I don't have any of this right.
Okay.
That's an awful fucking roll.
Yeah.
For real. though.
Yeah.
He rolled a 2 and he had -1 to a 1. Yeah, watching at home.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, you know what? So Princess Frostine, you, and then Mr. Mint. Mr. Mint, also give me an intellect check.
Why?
Just in this moment, it's a DC 6.
All right, cool. 1d6 -2, go. I rolled a 1.
Okay, so 2 1s. You're both like boat.
I'm like, "Cut down things, boat." Because I was getting ready for Mr. Mint to be like, I'll go out and start clearing a path through people, supposedly. But now he's like, I can cut fucking bamboo all day long.
I'm going to spend one of my adversity tokens, which is a battery, if you didn't know.
Okay.
Energy.
And I'm gonna look for something that'll be
Find a fucking boat.
that'll be useful. Hopefully, it's a boat.
You know what you
Found
find?
this yacht over here.
You don't find a boat. But what you do find, now Lincoln, you don't know this, and Malak, you don't know this, but you find a yellow basket that somehow managed to be here. Now, 2 of these people have seen this yellow basket before.
Yep.
And they used it to get to another world.
Interesting.
Oh!
Interesting.
However, it's just the basket. So you would have to make some type of sling. But
If only we had a material that was really strong and resilient,
Yeah.
also pliable.
flexible.
Do we?
Maybe we do.
Would you like to harvest some bamboo?
Yeah, I'm gonna pay Mr. Mint to do it.
All right.
Throw him another 20.
All right, Mr. Mint, please give me an aggression, and then you get your +3 because this is
Hold on a
lumberjacking.
second. I'm adding my money to my inventory.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just doing some lumberjacking right now.
Yep.
That's the idea.
So aggression, and then you get whatever it is plus an extra 3.
And also, it would be nice if you cut down the bamboo that was keeping Malak stuff.
All right, you do it. You easily swing and
Fucking bullshit roll. 1d12 plus 3. I rolled a 7. I hate this dice roll.
you flay the bamboo. You get a whole bunch. You unlock Malak. You've gotten enough that you could easily make.
Oh, wait a minute. If I just beat it automatically, I didn't have to roll if it was beneath a 12.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. All right. Aldor, what I would like from you though is an intellect check, and it's a DC 4. This isn't
So like
too
in
hard.
no time, there is this nice, professionally like squared in length.
19.
Hey,
now
you
I get the
exploded.
next one.
You exploded.
God.
Do it again.
Roll again. Roll again.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
So,
34.
34 with a 34 intellect
I'm made up
check.
for it.
All right. How do I want to do this?
Let him tell us what he makes.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, you can make whatever the hell you want out of this bamboo. And in this sense, what I would also like for you to do, and this is just to see, there's no check, it's just a matter of what your scale is. Give me an awareness check.
okay. Awareness. 11.
Okay. You look across the ocean. It's not easy to see, but you can see across the ocean. You see the void, and you see very close to where the void is, the next world. What would you like to know about this world? You can ask me one question, any question you want.
Oh my god. One question about the world.
I'll actually give it to you this. If you don't want to ask a question about the next world, you can ask a question about like the nature of your existence because you got a 35.
I feel like Aldor.
You went through the flow so hardcore on this crafting experience.
I
and
think
you're like,
I think
fuck,
Aldor
man.
wouldn't care about that. About
Okay.
his- now, question before I ask my question.
Mhm.
The next world is the question mark world, no?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so I just want to know, is it dangerous or hostile? Like, would we be safe there?
You look at this world. So every time that you look at a world, there's like, the outside view, and most of these worlds have not exactly been welcoming. This world was very pretty, but there's still, violence and whatnot. As you look at this next world, it's like jet black. The entire world is just black.
Shit. Did he go mute for everybody else? Or was it just me?
Me? Am I mute?
Me?
Oh, I all I heard was jet black, and then I didn't hear anything.
No,
else.
no, that was
Oh no,
that was
I
the end of it.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. All right.
Shit.
Oh, it's because I'm watching the Twitch stream, so your mouth.
Oh.
That's what
Oh my god. Jet Black World. And what I pretty sure this is no, but would I know what that means, or it's just that's what I
You get like a gut feeling in your stomach of like, that's probably like the worst world to be in right now.
Okay, all right. So before I get to crafting, I'll tell them. I assume I can convey this to them, right?
Yes.
All right.
the
Yeah.
next place looks scary or something.
Yeah. We've been through some things, but this next world is not sitting right with me. It's not sitting right with me. I'm about to do some work real quick. I don't like working, but you're about to see what I can do. But I don't like the looks and the feels of this next world.
I kind of bend over a little bit, like to look at Aldor, and I'm like, "Well, pal, I mean, we gotta get to the end, and we just gotta have fun while we're doing it. So put on a smiley face." And I take one of my last peppermint piccolo in my pocket, and I just slowly force it between so that it's sticking in his lips like if I was forcing a cigarette on him. And then I let go and be like, "Have fun working." As I'm having fun cracking.
Now, one more question. Was our plan to sail across the water or to recreate a spring to get shot across the water?
So the new plan was to get shot, because then you wouldn't have to physically bring a boat all the way to the ocean, take the
Okay.
boat through the ocean, and go. You can just pew.
All right. So okay, as I build, the main things I'm going to focus on are ways for us not to get hurt or disoriented when sailing through the skies and crashing,
Mhm.
and I guess just a proper launcher.
Sure. You're with all the many pieces of bamboo that Mr. Mint has cut down. You're basically able to make like a small cage, and you're. Hello.
I can still hear you guys. I'll be right back.
Okay. You're able to make a cage, like a roll cage, so
Okay.
which would protect you as you went. So what's gonna happen is, instead of having the thing launch you, you're gonna take this whole thing with you.
Okay.
So does everybody go into the basket? Is that what we're going?
Seeing as I found the basket, yes, I will definitely be in there.
Okay. Malak, is this what you wish?
I think
it-
so.
Is it big
I'm-
enough for him?
Yeah, that's so.
It-
That's,
it-
that's,
If
I
this-
would have kept that in mind if I had to rework it in any way.
Malak might not be able to sit in the basket, but with the cage around it, you're able to kind of like hover over it.
okay,
It's gonna
that
kinda
works.
Like I am Groot us.
All right. Well, in this case, the group is going to launch themselves to the Black World. What I would like from Aldor is a maneuver check, but because you did so well with making this, you can go one step above. So whatever your
Sick.
thing is the next dice higher. Okay.
Oh my
explode.
god!
Again?
Oh,
Kaboom,
explode
ho!
that
I mean-
shit.
Kaboom! Ho!
Okay.
14.
14. You sail across the sky, and you go over and you see like the yellow and the reds, they clash. They literally start fighting each other. One side completely destroyed. And as you go over, you see in the ocean that there was like sea serpents and like gods of the ocean that probably would have attacked you had you gone in the ocean. And you make it out of this world. As you go down, you go towards this next world. You never saw the surface of the world. You literally saw like this jet black obsidian sphere in the sky, and as you start going towards it, you see it, and it's almost shiny, and you can tell it's not necessarily like the material itself. It's almost like there's a sheen over it, almost like it has an atmosphere. And as you land, you land on it, and you don't see anything. And in the weird sense, you find yourself in a way where you haven't gone to the next world. You're standing on the world, but you haven't interacted with the world, if that makes any sense.
So like, this is out of character.
Mhm.
completely.
Sure.
We're on like a closed box.
Yeah.
The game. Okay. Gotcha.
Interesting.
And you are here. And now what I would like from everybody is an awareness check. Now, before you press enter, it's going to be one check below what you would normally do, unless you do a D4 and you're flat at a D4. And the DC is a 4.
Oh, I
Okay.
could roll a D2.
This is rolling a 1 then for sure. Oh,
Okay,
I
Nice.
did not make it.
Okay, a 6.
So
One second.
awareness, but one dice under
Yes.
what you
Yeah.
normally do.
Yes. Okay.
It's a
nice.
9.
All right. Does Malak or Mr. Mint have any points left?
I'm all out.
Okay.
Oh.
I got
I'll
one.
tell you what. Well, I'll spend one of my 2. No, I have 4 right now. I'll spend one, and I'll also like point it out to Malak.
Malak. Okay.
'Cause I-
So question.
yes.
I got a question. So
Yeah.
say you fail, but then someone helps you get past. Does that that means you don't get an adversity?
So you don't. You don't get the adversity token.
Gotcha.
All right. So all 4 of you are on the surface of this world, but without entering the world. And as you look outwards, like horizontally outwards, you realize, like, in every other world you were in, the Earth. Like there's an altitude to that planet. Like in Monopoly, you had like these tall high rises, and in the world you were just in, you had like bamboo forests and stuff. There is no height. You are like above the Earth without actually interacting with the Earth. And as you look out, you no longer see like space. You see the void. And with all of you there, and with all of you aware of this, you can see once again the giant flesh leg of this monstrous creature standing very close to this planet. Literally, like, closer than what the moon would be. Probably closer even than what the like orbital space stations would be. Like, this is very close to where you are, but your brains are struggling to understand the concept of everything right now. Like, it makes no sense.
Understand Galactus.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, you are on a surface but without a world, and you do see that the creature is moving in some sense, because it's not stationary, and it's moving to you. It's moving like millions of miles at a time, but it's also mostly staying where it is. Where are you focused on? Are you focused on the creature, or are you focused on like the area around you?
Oh, actually, I'm suddenly recalling that Princess Frostine and I had a moment where we held hands and stared at the beast. I just looked to her with my accent inside.
She looks at you.
Then she looks at Colonel Mustard, then back at me, then Colonel Mustard.
She looks at you, but she kind of like looks past you actually.
And look at Aldor.
she looks past you, but in the sense of like she sees through you, not necessarily like it's looking at anything other than you, but it's seeing you for what you are, and you're no longer a person to her. You're like this strange thing. Not like she doesn't recognize you or anything, but she's kind of becoming aware that you are not really a person.
I mean, she's having a dissociative episode.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, okay.
Interesting.
We're seeing each other within the context of as objects of games.
Yeah.
Okay.
As the other three, where are you focused on? Are you focused on this thing? Are you focused on the area? Are you looking anywhere else?
Malik is focused on this thing because it feels like a threat at the moment.
Okay.
I'm looking around
Looking
seeing if I see anything or any way that we can get to light or safety or something.
Sure. And Lincoln, what about you?
I am gonna look around also.
What's Colonel Mustard doing? Is he freaking out? Is he staring at us? Is he trying to get us to go somewhere?
He's also disassociating just with Frostine. And I'm sorry, Lincoln, what did you say you were looking at?
I'm looking around also, but
Okay.
I'm gonna do it with my treasure hunter strength.
Sure. You can definitely do that. And now here's what I would like from the three of you, Aldor, Lincoln, and Malak. Please give me an awareness check. For the first two, it's a DC 4, and for Malak, it's a DC 6.
Rip.
I did it. I knew I was gonna do it eventually. I knew I was gonna do it eventually.
That's a failure.
7.
Okay. So now you get the point, Malak.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, an 11.
An 11.
All right. Malak, you're staring at this flesh leg, and you're like, I could totally take this thing, even though you are probably the size of its like
Toenail.
nothing. Yeah, like not even. Like its toenail is probably bigger than you.
No, you're like the size of like mesofauna that lives on
Yeah,
its skin. That never
yes, that. Like the lice in its hair probably is bigger than you right now. Aldor and Lincoln, as you start looking around, you see suddenly, just in the same way you landed here, other things are landing on this thing. It's almost like things are falling out of the sky, and you start saying, Lincoln, you recognize giant hotels landing onto here. You see literal battleships falling. You see homes, different rooms landing in different areas despite being part of the same building. You see large mechanical devices that you've never seen before. You see entire hordes of enemies coming down, zombies, mechanics, just other people, other things all over the place. You see bombs falling and landing and causing explosions, sound pieces hitting you all around, and it's almost, you see Nazis. You see a thing that literally just comes down. It just says Hitler. It's just all these random things landing around
see
you.
a black and white card that just reads the word Hitler.
The biggest, blackest dick you've ever seen falls in front of you.
Oh, so it's Tuesday.
As all of these things start falling, the best thing, Lincoln, you find in this area is basically like the rooms of one of these houses has landed open to you, and there's like an open door leading into the room. You think that this is probably the best place to stay safe as all of these things start falling around you.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna go in there, and I'm gonna look for money in there.
Okay.
One trick puppy.
Teaching old dog new tricks.
Sure. As you go into the room, give me an awareness check. It's DC 2.
Awareness. Jeez. 15.
Okay.
Critical success.
You get a critical success. You see that this is a room that is first of all, the door that leads into this room, if you turn around, when you look out, you see the rest of the building. Like you're suddenly in a building despite having just come in through this door from the outside. And as all these things start coming out, you can tell that like things are landing on the surface of this planet around you. But the thing that you see in this area, this is like a ballroom area. There's no money in here. You see no other people. But as you enter, there is a roof. There's 4 walls. There's a couple doors. And in this moment, after you've gone through the door, you can't see behind you anymore, but everybody else can see through the door and see Lincoln.
Can I see them?
No, you see an additional room on the other side of this door.
So like he just went through like basically just a door, and then he finds himself in a building.
So he saw like a room, like a door that led to a room, and when he got into the room, turning around, he no longer sees the world you were just in.
Gotcha.
But
we see him just standing there in the room.
Yes, and you also can tell pretty quickly that he doesn't recognize your existence anymore, like as if he sees something else.
I take Princess Frostine's hand. I look to everybody else and like, let's go after the puppy.
Alley-o.
All right.
Do I?
I
don't need to roll appeal or anything.
No, with this, her choices are very limited, and she's just gonna go with you. The group
is Captain Yellow Sauce coming with us?
Yeah, he's coming too.
Senor Dijon.
John, that's an offensive mashing of language. I hate every bit of that.
As the group of you enter into the home, or into the room rather, you quickly are in another area, but you can still hear things like colliding and ending, and eventually, after like the room starts shaking, and you can almost tell like things are on top of this room, but it's not interacting with the room at all. Everything stops and it becomes like a very silent, like an eerily silent moment. In this time, what are you doing? Are you equally being silent? Are you waiting for something? Are you doing something?
Are we talking like sensory deprivation chamber silent? Where it's like suddenly we can hear the blood flowing through our bodies, kind of silent.
You know what? Sure. Yeah, we're gonna go there.
I've been in one time.
Yeah.
And it's fucking creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
That's what
gonna.
I've heard.
I'm gonna say that yes, and also that each of you very predominantly know that, like, I could hear my heartbeat, but you don't hear a heartbeat, or like these other more visceral sounds, but you can hear like very slight friction of, like, you know, if you touch something or whatever. So it's almost like worse in the sense, like, I could hear these things, but I don't.
Gotcha.
I'm being quiet, but on the closest couch or chair, or on the floor, as long as I'm not standing.
Yeah, you find one of those like fancy fainting couches, and you just lay on it. You're like, okay.
Fancy fainting couch. You're such a drama queen. I'm going to, while sort of like quietly and slowly walking around, I'm pulling a chunk of unworked peppermint out of my pocket,
Okay.
and I'm working it into a peppermint piccolo. Just sort of walking around. I'm leaving like the shavings of the peppermint around to try to attract whatever might be here with some candy.
What I would like Malak to give me is an awareness check. It's a DC 2.
Oh, I'll pass this.
No, don't say it.
Hey.
There you go.
I was nervous.
You see a window in the room that would look outwards, but it's kind of like opaqued. But you can see light, or rather, you can see shadow moving in front of the window.
I definitely go to the window and try and look out. See if I can see something further.
He's
So
going to the window, I'm going to the walls.
no more
But that's
sweat.
what- never
Please. As you go there, give me an awareness check. It's a DC 4.
And that is one.
Okay. So you got a
Okay.
4 now? Okay.
I got a 4 now.
So with a 4, you see, you can't clearly see like individual things, but with the shadows moving, you can see that all these things that have fallen around you and impacted the earth here are slowly being like alien abducted upwards and just going back into the sky, but without really any indication. And what I would like is an intellect check with 1 dice above, and it's a DC 3. All right.
Hey.
With a 5, you can tell that the mound that you saw that was very close to the earth is now interacting with the earth. Like, it's casting a shadow on you, but because of its size and its whatever, it's like there's an additional light between the two. So like the shadow of it and the shadow of everything else are two different things altogether. So you can see everything moving even in its own shadow, but it's the one kind of gathering all these pieces up.
Okay. Malak, man, how would he describe this? Probably very poorly.
Mm-hmm.
He's like big creature picking up things on this world. Will it pick us up?
Is it the one that made the mess in the first place? That started all this?
Malak
Does
not
it-
know.
Does it have money?
I mean,
Malak don't know what money is. That's not true. He knows exactly what money is. Unsure what to do.
Maybe Maybe we just stay here together?
The princess pipes up and she says, well, we have really only two options. We can stay here and hope this just goes away. We can go out and face it, or we can try to run. But I don't think there's anywhere to run to.
Malak, fight. And he bangs his club in his hand.
Andor uncharacteristically agrees. But he's still laying down.
Mr. Mint with a heavy sigh. Okay, big guy. I'll fight along with you. To the end.
All right.
The bitter, licorice flavored end.
What I would like from everybody here is to give me an aggression roll. This is going to be a general aggression, just to see how good you are at going out and fighting this Eldritch beast.
Porto, I can make the roll.
Five.
I'm upstairs with my daughter, but what die do I roll? Is it a D12, I think?
Let me double check. I think it's a 12, but
I actually think it's a D12 plus 1.
Oh.
But I might be wrong.
Yeah, just the no plussy.
Wow, fuck you, 3.
I got a 6.
Alrighty, so we got
I got 5.
14.
Okay, I see. Okay, so a 3, a 6, a 14, and a 5. Alright. So Malak goes and just smashes the window, opening a hole, and everybody runs out. And as you run out, very quickly, Mr. Mint and Mr. Mint and Aldor, you just disappear. You're no longer with the group.
Uh-oh.
Malak, you come out, and as you so I forget how talisman works. Are you a card? Like, what is your piece?
I think it's a card and a piece.
Yeah, it's
it
a
a
card
piece?
and a figure. Yeah,
Is
I
it?
looked it up.
Okay, so I guess you'll be the figure.
A
That makes
single
sense.
partially finished peppermint piccolo falls out of my pocket.
And then Lincoln is a dog. So as you guys are looking around, you're seeing, like, again, just black surface shiny underneath you, almost like you're not really interacting with the earth. And most of the things that have fallen around you are gone. And very quickly, Lincoln, you find yourself enveloped in this flesh pocket. This oily, greasy flesh pocket with weird shit all over it. And it holds you in this in complete darkness for a little while. It feels like forever. And very quickly, you are released and you wind up somewhere. Malak, you are the last one standing on this surface. You've watched Lincoln get enveloped. Your other friends kind of just disappeared. In this moment, do you take it upon yourself to try to do something, or do you kind of just accept peace?
He would never accept this.
What I would like is an aggression check. If you can get a d20, then you can possibly do something.
I love the character arc of him getting distracted by insects and just wandering home to the I will never accept peace.
Okay,
Got a
I'll get a
9.
9. All right, you find yourself very quickly also enveloped. Now, someone followed, subscribed. Oh, Michael Fricchetti. Thank you. Jeez. So, anywho, all 4 of you, with the addition of Princess Frostine and Colonel Mustard, with very separated now. Not, with the exception of Mr. Mint and Frostine, who came from the same game, all of you are unique. You're in your own worlds. You have all of your memories. You've experienced the world ending. You've experienced jumping into other realities. You've experienced the Cthulhu-like creature out in space above our planet. But you have awoken back at home. As if nothing has ever happened. No one else in here seems to notice. Aldor, you're the only person amongst all the other rat men that's even aware that there's other worlds, let alone creatures out there. In the same way, Lincoln, as you go home and you find rich Uncle Pennybags, or not Pennybags, Moneybags, no one seems to acknowledge what has happened. You're back in. Malak, you go home. You're just as angry as ever. Mr. Mint and Princess Frostine, as they go back, they're both aware. But of course, Princess Frostine lives a different life than Mr. Mint. They know each other, of course, but like they live a very different life, and she's expected to go away. Mr. Mint, would you let the princess leave? Like, what? How would your reaction be to that?
I mean, I would let her leave and then petition the king to raise an army
Okay.
and to destroy the licorice forest and to plant a peppermint forest there to the borders of my territory, and then live the rest of my days as a hermit in the peppermint forest.
I like that.
Eventually allowing whatever that ice cream cone guy is to sort of subsume the role of my area. But I just gotta
Interesting.
mind my own there.
Alrighty. So, Aldor, you have found yourself back at home. What do you do with this knowledge? I mean, you're back at home. You can be lazy as you want, or do you change? Are you any different now than when you started?
I think Aldor is gonna step outside to see if there's any changes, if the basket is still there, if
Sure.
things changed at all.
Yeah, give me an awareness check, DC 3. A 2. Do you have any checks?
I do. I'll use what it was, a DC 3.
Yeah.
All right, I'll use my last one.
Okay.
Oh,
As you look
nice.
around, you can see that there is you see like a bathtub on a pole with a basketball hoop above it. You see like you see the lamppost with a shoe. You see the basket on the springboard. You see the bell-shaped cage. Everything's where it was. If anything,
No crack.
No crack in the sky. But you're aware that like behind that sky is nothing. There it's not space like you expected, and
Yeah.
underneath your feet is not a deep earth. It's nothing, absolutely nothing. But the world that you come back to is exactly how you
Yeah.
left it.
I told you.
1 second.
Lincoln, can you sidewise give me a D12?
Sure.
I like how I just gave a canon reason for why
10.
I wasn't in a version of Candyland.
All right. Okay. So, I think what I would do, yes, I would still be lazy, but not to the extent that I would normally be. I would find a way to gather the greatest minds of the land together to somehow explore the multiverse, I guess if you want to call it.
While you do nothing.
I like.
Oh,
And
God.
they'll probably just laugh me out the room.
Has Aldor just become Kang the Conqueror?
Get-
Yes.
Give me an appeal check, and it's a DC 9.
Yeah, okay. Oh wait, I will say it again. D4.
Nope.
3.
All right. You say your things, and you're like you said, laughed out the room. Lincoln, something interesting happens to you. You wake up
What?
in your world, but you very quickly realize it's not your world. Your world was Manhattan and gritty, and as you look around, you see lots of pink, bright pastel colors. There's a hotel next to you, and there's like this big white dome over it, and you're like, oh, that's a cat face. You have been accidentally placed into the Hello Kitty and Friends version of Monopoly.
Oh no!
You've been accidentally placed in the wrong world. Everybody is so cute and happy. How would Lincoln react to this?
Lincoln will quickly try and make everybody his subordinate. Oh my god!
Give me
Become the ruler of Hello Kitty.
give me an appeal check, DC 9.
Oh damn! DC 9.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
I can't fault for any inconsistencies in the DCs because we're asking to do wild shit.
All right, you attempt to do this. They're not like angry with you or anything, but like what you're asking of them is just so beyond what they would normally do that they just stupidly like go against you, and they're like, nope, you're gonna be in the cat cafe as a dog. And then we come to Malak. Malak, you have
boy.
returned. You find yourself exactly where you last were, basically on your way to somewhere else. You had just left the forest. As you quickly look around, give me an awareness check. It's a DC 3.
I hope he gets his mule back.
Forgot what my awareness was.
Hey, a 3.
Oh,
Nice.
got a 3.
All right.
Nice.
You look over and you do see the mule. It's,
Yes.
it's not too far away. You can do with it as you please. But with all the knowledge that you have, which I guess is really still kind of little, what do you do in the end?
He walks up to this mule and he goes up to it. I will name you Jeffrey. And he walks him back to his father's hut in the, what did I say? The crags of the where he
Jeffrey.
grew up.
You go all the way to the crags. You go home. Do you just live life? Is that how you're gonna go, or do you do anything different with what has happened?
Yeah, no, he just like must have been a bad dream.
That's perfectly fine. All right. So, with Mr. Mint, as you petition the king, give me an appeal check, DC 9.
Oh man, it's gonna be hard. All right, pray for me.
Oh.
Fuck!
Damn.
One higher, and I could have spent my doohickey to get the 9.
So the one thing that happens, you appeal to the king, and although you're denied, you see now that the world that you're in, the world that you came from, had two princesses, Princess Frostine and Princess Lolly. You don't see Princess Lolly anymore, and now you see Princess Frostine, but in like a queen's position. This is Queen Frostine. And as she stands there, she gives you a knowing look, and she turns to her husband, and she's going to petition on your
Husband.
behalf.
Can't believe her.
With a 9, she gives you enough that he agrees to lead an expedition. You're able to take down you take down the licorice forest, and you've got enough licorice for the rest of your days, as well as peppermint.
I use licorice for building materials and for fires.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What is it you do? Like, do you just retire to the countryside, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. I've lived my whole service in service of the king as just a lumberjack. Turns out I could kill Nazis and fight in
And
this
zombies.
this weird multiversal war. And then I came home. I dashed one of my greatest enemies. And now I'm gonna give way to the Duke of Swirl to take over the area that I used to previously keep up, and I'm gonna build myself a little shack and hang out with Snow Beaver, my $48, and dream of what the magnificence that could be Baltic Avenue.
That's amazing. All right. Well, I mean, in the end, pretty much everybody got a good ending. Lincoln might be a little frustrated, but you're back in Worlds, and you didn't, straight up die. So hey, the world's reset.
Hell yeah.
We did it.
Thank
We
you.
did it.
Thank you, each of you, for going through such a crazy adventure.
That was great.
Actually, wait. Let me see if I can go to my
It was
user
absolutely
settings.
fun.
You think we're stuck in a loop? Is it gonna happen again? That'd be cool.
Well, I think it's the cat that knocked us over.
Yes. So
That's my guess.
the cat jumped
Yeah.
from the top and knocked over the thingamabig.
Oh,
And then it was the
cool.
human cleaning up. That was because
Yeah.
he said there was like another image, a second image that you saw that was
Mhm.
horrible and furry and multi-limbed with a tail. So yeah, the cat knocked us over.
I think cats are adorable.
Yeah, I'm just the part
Oh,
two-
that's why I got scared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I get it now.
And so like the part two might be like they have kids and they end up taking us all out of our boxes and making a whole new baby.
So
Until
Where are we
then,
going?
princess,
You
until
got-
then.
so
Is
you've
that
got,
where they were knocked off of?
So you got Secret Hitler, and then you also have Monopoly.
There is a Fallout game.
There is a Fallout game. You also have Clue. But the room that you went on was the Betrayal at the House of the Hill. The
What's the zombie game?
Dead of Winter.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah.
then the Japanese one is the Rising Sun.
Mm.
Ah.
That one's
Yeah.
fun. That was a fun
And
one.
so Malak the Troll is from like a weird game I've never heard of.
You've never heard of Talisman? Oh, it's so
Nah.
good.
Well, it's funny because like Porto asked me what games, and I just had like this list of them, and it's like one of them was like Heroes Quest, so that would have been awkward to have a troll.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're a bad guy in my game.
Talisman is basically there's like an outer ring, you're trying to get to the center and grab the like a thing that kills all the other players, basically.
Okay.
And then there's other stuff, obviously other stuff to it, but yeah, it's a pretty old game. It's from like the 80s.
Yeah, Candyland pretty much came up to the top, I think, when we were discussing games.
And it made it very easy to get characters.
Oh, the reason why the mule is the thing is because when I play with my friends, everyone wanted the mule. Anytime, because you could steal stuff from other players. Anytime anybody was stealing
Stealing
stuff.
items.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah. I assumed it had some mechanic like you can now have more inventory items.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. I was telling him before we started, the first time I played was like right after high school, so we had a lot of free time, and we played from like 6 p.m. until like 3 a.m. It's a long ass game if you can't get to the center, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty fun.
I appreciate all of you. I had a lot of fun. I know
Yeah.
it was a weird explanation for most of it, but I think it went well.
Yeah,
Well,
it was
we,
great.
we
Absolutely.
raised we raised $115
We did.
for the Health and Housing Consortium. So
Yes.
that's awesome.
That was
Thank
really
you
good.
for that.
I know Ultrawave left, but thank you to him. He gave us half of our goal. And then there was other Travesty, my friend Travis, and Chef.
donated, didn't he? Yep.
Yep, Chef also donated 25. And then thank you to our buddy Malak here. He gave us the first 5. So
Just to prove that it was working.
Yes. It's for a good cause. It worked
yeah,
out.
for sure.
But I appreciate this. So, yes, thank you everybody who joined in. Thank you for everybody who donated. Thank you for everybody who played. I'm gonna have this online later. I'll kind of edit it up a little bit so it becomes more visually appealing. But yeah,
Mind if I do a plug?
huh?
you mind if I do a plug?
Yeah, sure.
If you guys are interested in actual play RPG stuff, I have a podcast called Adventure Awaits Podcast, and we do a lot of Paizo stuff. So like Pathfinder, Starfinder. We dabbled in Delta Green, and yeah, we've been doing it for like 5 years, so it's pretty fun.
I like your
Sick.
stars.
I will piggyback off of that. Me and Lincoln the the dog. Podcast.
Hello, kitty doggy.
Lincoln the cat really rolls off the tongue.
It does. It does. We have a nerd podcast talking about movies, comics, games, all that good stuff.
I need links to both of these things.
Oh yes, of course. Near Mint Network on YouTube. The podcast called Near Mint News. Also have one called Dubbed versus Subbed, which is Chris and his brother, and it's an anime podcast.
We talk about anime and stuff.
Hey, do you have a Nightbot in your chat?
Yeah, I think he's got Nightbot in there.
You do? It will obliterate me if I post a link.
I don't think I have it set up. If it does, then I can.
Okay.
Post it.
Here we go.
Oh.
There we go. That's me.
Asterisk. Message me and I'll put it on.
I don't stream as
okay.
much right now because of life situations, but if you play Fallout 4 and you like using mods, you can find Captain Coots on Nexus Mods and find all my stuff there. And I do stream mod making and the whatnot. And now, Porto, you have done the Steamboat Willies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you actually called that game session, and now you've done the Pluteum Catastrophe. When's the next charitable one shot gonna go down?
So the next planning is a summer one, so probably either late June or early July. Not July 4th, obviously, but at some point. Yeah, that's the plan. And then I think what I'm gonna do is at least a bi-yearly summer winter, and then if things allow, I would like to also do one for the fall and one for the spring.
Nice.
Awesome, man. Yeah, it's been fun doing both of those. I'll always do charity streams like this.
Yeah,
Sounds fun.
So I get to be weird.
Before the Steamboat
Last
Willies
one I
one,
did with a French accent. The whole time.
the one I did before Steamboat Willies was everybody was basically abducted by aliens and sent to alien prison, but the alien prison was 1997 Los Angeles. So.
Oh yeah, I listened to part of that one.
that was fun.
That was the one I was supposed to be in, but I overslept.
Yeah.
And had to get back. Well, I overslept coming back from Philly. I drove from Philly back to Cincinnati, and it was like a 12-hour drive. So
that's understandable.
I didn't get home until they were ending.
So I'm looking forward to the next one. If some of these faces come back again, maybe some new faces, maybe some old faces. So looking forward to that.
Well, I like to think that these last two are a success because I was here.
I like it anyways.
I know that's not true, but
I mean they weren't not a success because you were here. So
the numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
We hit both of our goals.
Yeah.
Correlation, causation, my ass. All right. All right, I gotta go. Be dad time now.